What's up guys, Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com. In this video I'm going to take you through one of my leg workouts. So for this leg workout here, what we did, we started off on calves. The first exercise being donkey calf raises. Now we don't have a donkey calf machine at my gym, and I didn't have someone to sit on top of me, which a normal donkey calf raise does, so we did a little bit of our own variation. So we actually used a standing calf machine, and we just stood in a box and put some kettlebells on there to balance our weight so we don't topple over. Now 3 sets in total for this, and the rep range was 12 to 20. Well, that girl was in a rush. We did 3 sets, but the final set we actually drop set. Now this is a great exercise for just pumping blood into the muscle. I honestly feel no other calf exercise as good as I feel the donkey calf raises. I get a good stretch on the calf and then a good contraction. You know, after 1 or 2 sets of these, my calves are absolutely pumped. Alright, next exercise we did calf press, which was done on the Hamstring leg press machine. 3 sets, and the rep range was, you know, between 12 and 20. Now this exercise here, I really just focus on really activating the calves. So I like to get a good stretch and then, you know, a good squeeze, and just let all that weight sink onto the calves. We also dropped the final set for this as well. Now if you don't know what a drop set is basically just going to failure on the given weight that you're using, and then drop it off so the weight is a little bit lighter, and then go again right away, then drop the weights off again and repeat. So here's Sam, who's filming this now for me. He just did the drop set for me. So I'm now on to my 3rd drop, which is the lightest weight, but my calves are absolutely fatigued right now. Each set on that calf press, we actually superset with this machine here. Now this is a standing calf press done on the Smith machine. Now this exercise here, because we're doing it from flat ground, we can't get, you know, a good stretch through the calves. So this exercise here, we're basically just focusing on getting the contraction. But this is a great exercise where you can really overload the calf muscle with a lot of weight. On to the next exercise, which is seated calf raise. 3 sets, 12 to 20 reps, and if I can remember correctly, we drop set the last set of this also. Now I like to get a little pumping action going on this. It hurts a lot more this way. The more it hurts, the more it works. Now this exercise, because knees are at right angles, the soleus is heavily activated, which, like I said before, is the lowest part of the calf. And the gastrocnemius, being the 2 main heads of the calf, is worked as a secondary. So if you lack mass in the lower area of your calf, this is a good exercise to do. Or any other exercise where your knees are at right angles. So yeah, that was a drop set right there guys, that was in the video. So I did, you know, 60 kgs to failure, and then I dropped the weight down to 40 kgs, went to failure again, and then drop the weight again to 20 kgs, which is pretty light, but because your calves are so fatigued and so pumped with blood, it gets pretty intense. Now onto hamstrings. Seated leg curl was the exercise that we did. We did 3 sets, and the rep range was 15 to 20. Now we did something a little bit different this time. What we did, we held each rep for roughly 1 or 2 seconds, really focusing on getting that squeeze. So not too heavy, but really focusing on the contraction more so than the weight here. So notice each rep I hold for 1, 2. If you haven't tried this way of training before, I definitely suggest you give it a go. You'll feel a soreness like no other. We then went to lying leg curl, 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps. Now I didn't hold it for a second here, I just pumped through the reps, And again, each set progressing up in weight, getting heavier and heavier as the sets go on. Next exercise, we went to stiff leg dumbbell deadlifts. Now when I like to do this, I like to stick my ass out a little bit on each rep. That way I find I get a better stretch through the hamstrings. You want to lower the dumbbells basically to the floor without touching the ground, and then using your hamstrings, you want to tighten your hamstrings up and bring your ass and your hips in. If you're not feeling it in your hamstrings, then you're not doing it correctly. Okay, so we're now on to quads, and we did the leg press, the good old leg press. We did 4 sets, rep range was 12 to 20. So a nice, slow and controlled on the way down, and then power up. If you're wondering what that scratch is on my leg, it's from my girlfriend's cat. So this is a very light weight here, but we're just controlling the weight on the way down and just really activating the muscle. And again, each set we're going to progress up in weight and go for that progressive overload. Also a tip for when you're doing leg press, guys, if you want to focus more on your quads, you want to be using a feet placement with your feet pretty low on the pad. If you want to hit more of your hamstrings and glutes, you want to keep your feet placing up on the pad pretty high. Next exercise was the leg extension. 3 sets, and the rep range again was 12 to 20. Nice, slow and controlled. And again, like every other exercise, always focus on getting that squeeze and contraction. You can just feel the blood pump into the muscle on each rep that you do. And there you go, guys, that is the end of my leg workout. It was mostly calf dominated today, as I hit my legs twice a week. And my next leg day will be more work on my quads and hams and less on my calves. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.